Hello, what's up, bosses? I hope you all are doing well and that your hustles are thriving. Now, if it's your first time here, thank you so much for stopping by. This is Tell and Sell with Naomi, the best place to learn how to grow your business using digital marketing skills. Now, if you've already subscribed, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Guys, we have already hit the 100 subscriber mark and we are growing. We are growing at a really, really good rate. That is making me so happy. So keep coming, guys. This is the best place for you. If you're a boss, if you're a marketer, so get comfortable, grab a notebook and a pen, and let's start this video. Today, I'm going to be talking to you guys about how to measure ROI when it comes to social media marketing. Now, you might be asking yourself, what kind of ROI is this chick talking about? And first of all, what in the world is ROI? So ROI means return on investment. And when it comes to social media, it's all about content. And with content, you're going to have to put in 3 types of investment. So 1, content will take you time to create, content will take you skill to create, and content will also take you money to promote. All right. Now, if you're going to be putting these 3 types of investment into your social media marketing, you really want to know what is gonna get you in return, you know? So the first thing that I'm going to teach you guys how to track is brand awareness. Now, that is the first thing that anybody on social media wants to track. How do you track this? You take a look at how many people you reach and how many followers you're gaining. Now, the more people you reach, ultimately, the more followers you're gonna get. And how exactly do you get to reach more people every day and get more followers every day? The secret here is consistency. If you're consistent with your posting, if you're consistent with the quality of posts that you give, if you're consistent with how you engage with your customers, trust me, you're gonna reach more people and you're gonna get a bigger community as you go. The second ROI that you want to measure is advocacy. Now, what is advocacy? Advocacy is when your audience feels that they trust you or believe in you enough to want to be associated with you or to want their friends to know about you. Now, how do you measure advocacy? Advocacy can be measured in 3 ways. 1 is how many times your content is shared by your audience. Number 2, when people come into your content and mention their friends so that they can come and see your content. And number 3 is when people mention your brand within their content. All right? Now, how do you make sure that you get advocacy? What can you do to get advocacy? 1 is making sure that you're sharing quality content, content that has value, content that somebody would be really happy to share or tell their friends to come over and see. Now, all this has to do with how reputable your brand is. So at the same time, make sure that you give quality services offline, all right? The third ROI that you need to measure is feedback. Now, how do you measure feedback? You can measure feedback through engagement and especially your comment section. What are people saying about your brand? What are people saying about your products? You know, what are people saying about the content that you share? This is very important because it's literally the way to move forward or stay where you are or just pull back, because this is where brands learn what their audience wants to see from them or want to get from them. So really pay attention to this. Know how many negative comments you're getting, know how many positive comments you're getting. And another way of knowing if you are getting a positive feedback is by the number of shares that I mentioned before. If people are sharing your content more, it means your content is great and your brand is doing great. All right? So keep giving people value. Keep monitoring your comment section and always be ready to learn, ready to listen, and ready to give feedback and make sure your audience feels that you listen to them and you are paying attention to what they're telling you. The fourth and last for now is conversions. Now, conversions is to do with sales. You know how many people bought from you, or probably web visits, how many people really used your social media posts to visit your website or your landing page. So for this one, you really have to have great content. At the end of the day, social media is all about content anyways. So if you're probably, say, a shop And I like to use this example a lot. If you're a shop that's selling dresses, and your posts are not clear enough on where you're located or how you run your business, or you are not telling people about the prices of your dresses, and your pictures are not as clear, and you're not even talking about the size of the dress, I can promise you will not get any conversions. Now, the idea behind Convergence is to give as much information as possible and to provide a solution for your audience at the end of the day. Because if you're not providing a solution, and if you're not giving proper information or details, trust me, nobody is going to be interested in doing anything. Your post is just going to be there for absolutely no reason. In fact, what you might get is a complaint, because probably you posted a really pretty dress, you haven't talked about the size, you haven't talked about the price. I mean, you have to be a bit more specific. You have to help people, kind of like give them that slight push to doing what you need them to do, if it's a buy, if it's a website visit. Okay, all right, so that marks the end of today's video. I hope you all have learned something, and what I always say about analysis and reporting. At least now you know what to look at, what to report on, and what to always keep track of, so that you can know whether you're doing great or you're just throwing money, time, and skills down the drain. All right, I hope this was helpful. I hope it's gonna assist you to keep track of your business better when it comes to social media marketing. All right, so if you really found this helpful, and it's something that you're going to be going by moving forward for your business, go right ahead and give this video a thumbs up. And if you haven't yet subscribed, come on, what are you waiting for? Go right ahead and subscribe, and also hit the notification bell button so that you can be notified every time I upload a new video. Now, if you do not follow me on social media, I will leave the links on the description box below, so that we can grow as a community, so that you can be able to always talk to me whenever you feel you need clarification on anything, or you need advice or anything when it comes to social media, when it comes to entrepreneurship. I'm always here for you. So, because my core business here is to make sure that your businesses are thriving, and that I'm showing you all the ways, all the tricks, and all the tips to be able to achieve your goals at the end of the day. All right. Now, I have done a couple of videos before that you guys also need to take a look at. I will leave the links on the description box below as well. Until next time, keep winning, bosses.